Hi guys, today I'm gonna do an interview with David Day. Hi David, how are you doing?
Very good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So let's go for the first question. What's the grossest Garbage Pail Kid you've ever drawn? Ever creeped out yourself?
I was happy with it. I did a 10-card set in the worst of Garbage Pail, 40th year of them being produced. And it was my booger collection, I called it. So I did 10 booger cards of Garbage Pail Kids with boogers. I wouldn't go as far as to do the puke ones. They're a little bit gross. And the ones with the dirty toilets, that was just too much for me. I couldn't draw. I don't have that much brown paint.
That's funny. So, second question. You're working on your 40th anniversary Garbage Pail Kids cards. How are you making them extra special and extra yucky?
Well, I've worked for the Tops for 15 years. I started working on Star Wars for them. My family has a history with working for Lucasfilms on Star Wars. My brother Gene started drawing Star Wars back in '78, around issue 18. And he worked for Marvel on and off on the run until '82. And then I started working for White Wolf Games, who had the licensing properties to it, for role-playing games. And then I worked on comic books for them, and I've worked on illustrations, novels, and other things. So I had a familiar run with Star Wars. So when they asked me to work on the Garbage Pail Kids, I said, sure, I'd love to work on them. I seen them when they came out. I was a little bit too old to be out when the first set came out. I was only 21. So they were a little bit beyond my time of collecting them. But now that I'm older, I can appreciate them and work on them fun.
Well, that's pretty cool. You're lucky because you don't get that every time, right?
No. I mean, no. A lot of jobs that you got to do to pay the rent and they pay the car payments and everything else. So then every now and then you get a project that you really love to do, and that's one of the ones I love to do.
Exactly. I would love to get like a project like that when I'm older and not like work, at the government or something. Third question. Is it harder to draw scary guys like Venom or goofy weirdo, like Garbage Pail Kids characters? And which one is more fun?
For me, the absolute easiest to draw is anything photographic and realistic. I've always been able to find doing portraits to be very easy to do. At a young age, I used to do caricatures on the side, but I found them I actually had to slow down and work on them harder to do. Doing a photographic picture is really easy and really simple for me to do. The nice thing about the Garbage Pail Kids is they give you a style guide. So once you get the style guide, it tells you and it breaks all down the whole body, the size of the head, proportion to the shoulders, proportion to the legs, proportion to the hands. So you get those style guides, and they're pretty easy to follow.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And what made you want to draw creepy stuff? Were you into monsters and comic as a kid?
I was fortunate enough to have 3 parents in a way. I had my mom, my dad, and my oldest brother, Gene. And I would not be anywhere in this world without my older brother, Gene. He was 15 years older than me, and he was like a parent to me. He never had any kids, and he treated his brother, me, like I was his own son. And he went to George Brown Art College in Toronto in the 70s, early 70s, and all the mistakes that he made, I was fortunate enough to be taught not to make those same mistakes. So the way Gene could draw at 20, my brother Danny could draw at 15, and I could draw at about 10 because we were being taught from generation to generation.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's
The reason why I do what I do for is because of my older brother Gene.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. I'm the only child in my family, so I don't have any brothers or sisters.
I wouldn't be where I am today without my family, without my brothers.
Okay, I understand. And already the last question. What advice would you give to a 12-year-old who wants to draw a creepy creature from a living?
It was anything to do with artwork. It's like, how do you get to Carnegie Hall if you play a violin? Practice, practice, practice. And that's the same way with drawing. Is you only get better at doing anything in this world if you keep on doing it and stay consistently working hard at it.
Yeah. I've heard that a lot of times.
And monsters, whatever you like to do. I like to draw the old Universal monsters, and I had fun with those ones. but I also enjoy some of the newer ones. I like the one you're dressed up as today. I've seen those movies. They're pretty terrifying, but they're fun, though.
Yeah, I started watching horror movies, and the first horror movies that I watched is Universal Monsters.
Oh, cool. Well, that's the ones I grew up on. I used to watch Monster Movie Matinee. Used to come out of Syracuse in the afternoon. If you grew up in this area, you got Syracuse. Well, we only had 3 channels back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, and I used to watch it every Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock was Monster Movie Matinee.
That's really cool. Thank you so much for having me. And hope to see you next time, and keep the good work.
And I hope you had a great time at the con.
Yeah, really,
Good.
so much.
Good.